everyone, this is Miss Hess, and I just wanted to give you a quick video update from your class. This is week 1. Welcome to Physics and Honors Physics. I wanted to take a moment here to just go over a couple things with you as you guys get started. And some of the rules and concepts. I know some of you might have already taken an online course with CCPS Online or with Virtual Virginia, and as with any class, everyone is different. The teachers, their rules, those types of things. So let me just quickly go over what my expectations are for this summer school session. We essentially have 6 weeks to get a whole year's worth of material done, and that's really not enough time to learn physics and really get down into the nitty-gritty. So there's a few things that I want you to concentrate on. I have a pacing guide, which each one of you should have received with an email, and there's also a copy of it in the course information, and it's linked on the announcement page. You want to print that out and use that as a checkoff list for yourself. The pacing guide is in there. The due dates are set in the class based on the pacing guide, and that's so you will be given reminders of things that are past due. However, there are no real true due dates in this course. Each one of you has a special circumstance this summer. You're going on vacation, you may have a trip, you may have camps, and so my expectation is that at some point you are going to become behind, and that's okay. There are no late penalties. The only thing that I ask is that all of your work is in by August 10th. August 11th are when my grades are due. After August 10th, my cat just walked in front of me. After August 10th, I won't accept any late assignments. So that is your final due date. I will be sending out more information on exams in the weeks to come. My cat's still trying to run in front of me. Okay, so how do the assignments work? Physics is very math-based. There's going to be a lot of math, and I've set everything for multiple retakes. So I want you to study the material, go in and take the quiz or the test, and then the thought is I want you to go back in and retake it. And through that retaking process is when you're going to really learn those equations and learn that material. So take advantage of that. Try the best that you can. It's set on a 30, the first attempt will count 30% of your final grade. Your final attempt will count 70%. Notice I say final just in case it takes you a couple of attempts. When you go back in to review, a lot of times there are feedback that will help you through the problem, and sometimes there aren't. Sometimes you just need to go back and see if you can figure it out yourself. As you've probably become aware, if you've already started, that there is a glitch in the system with security settings. So sometimes you will go into a quiz, have to come back out of it. My cat's still rubbing up against the computer screen, so hopefully the bumping is it from that. So you will go in, you'll have to clear it out or unset the security settings, and then it'll cause an attempt, and then you'll go back in. That's fine. If it's a 0, I know that that's probably what you did, so I won't count that as your first attempt. So no worries on that. If you run out of attempts or you need me to reset it or get rid of something, just send me an email or a text and I can go in and do it. The labs, if you have started the free fall lab, you know that it's probably a little glitchy, that there's some issues with a lot of people's virus protection using Java and on this particular website. This one has caused problems in the past, and hopefully that there is a workaround. I want to just prove this is my cat right here that's doing all of this. Okay. All right, stop. All right. So it is really glitchy, and but not all of them are like that. A lot of them go back into the PhET website. So the labs are there as reinforcement. I'm looking for, if your data is not exactly what it should be, which happens in a lot of labs, I'm just looking for explanations. I'm looking for correct math, that you did the math correctly to calculate what you're supposed to calculate within that lab, and I'm looking for whatever your percent error is, an explanation on why you think it might be off. Sample size isn't big enough, maybe distances aren't long enough, maybe we don't have a variety enough of samples, those types of things. And so I'm really looking for that type of feedback and those conclusions. At any time, I will always let you go in if something is not right and redo a lab, and not count that against you. So just, even if you don't think that you've got it 100% down, just turn it in, and if I need you to redo something on it, I will let you know for full credit. The other thing are the graphs. That kind of gets people. There are a lot of graphing through this. You choose what type of graphing you want to do. If you're good at doing it through Word, great. If you want to do Excel and embed, that's fine. If you want to do Excel and just add the graphs in with the assignment, you can attach more than one document when you turn in an assignment, that's fine. If you want to do them by hand and take a picture on your phone and attach it, that's fine. As long as I know that the graphs are done, it's good. There is, in the class information area, you'll notice that there's an exam review sheet for summer, and there's also an equation sheet for the exams that come out that last week of summer school. You will be able to bring in some notes with you and an equation sheet. So I'm not completely evil. There is a review, there is an equation sheet, and you're not going to have to memorize all of the equations. So I think that concludes my message for week 1. Please, please, please contact me if you've got any questions. The best way is usually through text or email. And enjoy physics. I love it. I hope that you find that you love it. Take a deep breath. I know it's stressful to get started, but once you start seeing the pattern of the class, it's going to be fine. And good luck.